Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back. This is Lesson in the Lyrics, and I'm your host, Arletha Lizana from Transforming Communities. I'm the CEO there. So we're here today, to kind of really, continue our lesson in the lyrics. Every week we kind of sit down and we talk about some things and talk about business and how our culture, really helps us to understand, the ways that we can help our business. So at Transforming Communities, we help Black women entrepreneurs and leaders master operations and leadership strategies to grow their businesses. So if you're new here, Lesson in the Lyrics takes lessons from African American culture and applies them to business success and personal development. So each Monday, we're here. We wrap up last week's lesson, we reflect on the challenge, and introduce a new topic that helps us grow and move forward. So today, we're closing out All Right. That's what we talked about last week. And we focused on resilience and overcoming challenges and shifting into more money, more problems. So we'll break down the importance of managing financial growth responsibly. So this will be an exciting lesson. So last week we used Kendrick Lamar's All Right as an anthem of resilience because let's be real, businesses are full of setbacks and obstacles and unexpected roadblocks. But the key to success isn't just avoiding challenges, it's learning how to push through them and come out stronger. So here are three big takeaways. So one, expect setbacks. Like people act like nothing is supposed to go wrong. It will go wrong. I used to tell my students when I taught all the time at the university level, and they always waited to the last minute to do their homework or to do their assignment, to do their big paper for the semester or whatever. And they would stay up the night before, and then they would tell me the next day. They would say, "Oh, the computer broke." I was like, I told you. I would tell them the first day of class, don't wait because Murphy's Law is gonna break. And they would be like, haha, so funny. She's just kidding. And then it would break. And then they'll be like, didn't I tell you it break? They're like, you did, but I didn't believe you. So expect some setbacks, right? But don't let it stop you. Business growth comes with roadblocks, but every challenge is an opportunity to refine your strategy. So, second takeaway, develop systems to navigate stress and overcome barriers. So, resilient businesses don't just react. So, when things happen, they don't just, kind of react. They have systems in place that allows them to recover faster from setbacks. So, they have plans. And so they kind of plan for, contingency. So, if something happens, how they will handle it. And three, keep your eyes on long term vision. So, a bad month, a failed launch, or unexpected expense isn't the end of your story. Success comes to those who stay focused and keep moving forward. So, last week, I challenged you to reflect on a recent challenge in your business and take one actionable step forward. So, for me, I tackled a bottleneck in operations that was causing unnecessary stress by simply adjusting our workflow. So we think we turn things around, So for me, I'm one of those people. If I do not have a plan in place or a way to kind of handle things, or things not going smoothly, and there's no plan, then I'll become stressed, right? And so I expect that, yes, there's going to be some roadblocks, there's going to be some stress, but like, how can I cut the time, that happens? So for me, that workflow was really key. So, how about you? Did you take a step towards resilience last week? So, drop your experiences in the comments. I love to hear about how you handled the challenge and push forward. So, before we move on, let's highlight a business leader who embodies resilience. So, this week I picked Oprah Winfrey. So, Oprah faced countless rejections early in her career. She was fired from one of her first TV jobs because producers said she wasn't fit for television. But instead of letting that setback define her, she pushed forward and built one of the most influential media engines in history. When she launched the OWN network, it wasn't an instant success. But because she had systems in place and a long term vision, she turned it into a profitable brand that continues to dominate today. So, Oprah's story is proof that setbacks are just setups for comebacks. So, if you keep pushing, you'll get it done, right? And that brings us to this week's topic: how to make sure your financial success doesn't become a setback. So this week we're talking about financial management inspired by one of hip hop's most iconic tracks, Mo Money, Mo Problems by Notorious B.I.G. So this song is a warning. So just because you're making more money doesn't mean your problems disappear. So, in fact, if you don't manage your finances wisely, success can become a burden instead of a blessing. So I know so many countless entrepreneurs that this happened to. They started making a lot of money and did not have financial plans in place. And so eventually, they lost a lot of it because they were, paying things. They didn't have the best inventory. They didn't know what they were paying. They weren't tracking expenses, all of the things. So sometimes too much money at, quickly can be a disaster. So for business owners, financial mismanagement is one of the biggest reasons companies fail, even successful ones. So today we're breaking down to how to build a financial strategy that balances growth with sustainability. So our a lesson breakdown today. So let's understand that more revenue doesn't mean more profit, not necessarily, right? So a lot of businesses see an increase in revenue and start spending like crazy, just hiring too fast, upgrading office space, buying a lot of expensive equipment, or launching too many new products. But if your expenses rise faster than your profits, you can actually lose money while making more. So the solution is to track your profit margins, not just your revenue. Just because you're making more money doesn't mean you're keeping more money, right? So, two, build a financial strategy that supports sustainable growth. So think of it think of your finances like a sneaker drop. We talked about how I love sneakers. We talked about the sneakerheads out there, but every dollar should have a purpose. You wouldn't blow through your budget on one launch and then be stuck without inventory for the next. So the solution is to set up a budget that accounts for expansion, taxes, emergency funds, and reinvestment. The biggest mistake businesses make is scaling too fast without a financial plan. So don't be that business. And three, prepare for more problems that come with financial growth. The bigger you grow, the more complex your finances become. Higher revenue means higher taxes. Are you prepared for that? More employees mean higher payroll. Are you budgeting for salary increases? A bigger customer base means higher operational costs. Do you have the systems in place to handle that? So the solution is to get a clear understanding of your financial weak spots now before they become problems. So here's your challenge for the week. Review your budget. Look at your current financial strategy. Are there areas where spending could be more efficient? Identify a risk area. Is there an expense that could become a problem if you continue growing at your current pace? Take one action step, whether it's adjusting your pricing, cutting an unnecessary expense, or setting aside a larger emergency fund. Make one move this week to strengthen your financial position. So by next Monday, I want you to have taken at least one concrete step towards smarter financial management. So if you're serious about identifying and revitalizing your financial strategy, check out our Clear Path assessment call. This program helps you to assess your current financial health, identify wasteful spending or missed revenue opportunities, and develop a strategy to sustain and scale your business profitably. Your business health is just as important as your revenue growth. Make sure you are setting your business up for long-term success. So remember, here's your action step. Take 10 minutes after this live to review your budget and find at least one way you can make your finances more sustainable. More money should mean more security, not more problems. So let's make sure your business is built for long-term wealth and not short-term chaos. So thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of Lesson in the Lyrics. So we wrapped up all right by embracing resilience and highlighting Oprah's journey as a lesson in pushing through obstacles. And now we're diving into more money, more problems to make sure your financial success actually leads to stability and not stress. We want to make things stress-free around here, right? Okay, or at least mitigate as much stress as we can. So I can't wait to hear how you tackle this week's challenge. So see you next Monday for another lesson. And until then, keep growing, keep managing wisely. And remember, more money doesn't have to mean more problems. So have a great week. I'll see you soon.